Good morning, everyone. Steve and Jim back with Ziggy's Lawn and Landscape. This is going to be the setup for today. We have the F550 towing the excavator, and we have the Toro Multiforce with the mowing deck put back on it. We used this the other day sparingly, the mower. I think because we were just backed up with rain, so we had to send Jim by himself to go do about 10 or 12 properties. So we put new blades on it with hooked the deck all back up. And there was another hydro leak, which sucks. It was from the other side of the hydro, from the other clamp that, if you guys remember in our video back in the winter time, we fixed the right side clamps from the factory, the little pinch clamps, and now the left side, there was another hose clamp that was just not tightening, so we had to replace it with a new one and a thicker one. All said and done, we're going out today to do the bi-weekly lake community that we service and take care of. And then we're going to knock the big fields out, and then we are going to hook this up. Our favorite piece of equipment we have here. The Toro Multiforce on top of some mulch. We're gonna throw the bucket on to do a yard of mulch at one of our customers' house that we have to cut real quick. And then we are going to be going to a really big garden center to get 8 to 10 shrubs that are going to go into the dump truck with the tarp over it, and we're going to go to the property and plant them with the excavator because it involves moving some dirt around, and instead of hand digging and moving the dirt by hand, why not use the machine? So we had to hook the trailer up anyway to bring the mower. Let's take the garbage out today. The shutters fell off the house in the wind and the rain, so let's take it up the easy way, drive it right up the driveway. Called Riverside Nursery in Oakland, New Jersey. There's a lot of stuff here. I've never been here before.
Yeah, so we just got done with the quick lawn cuts this morning, just an hour or so. Here we are, though, trying to pick out these trees, the clients, which happen to be Jenna's parents, right?
Yeah, my wife's parents, the in-laws. They're coming shortly because their township has a certain restriction on what you're allowed to plant and where. Not where, but like the native trees, I guess, to the township. So they're coming to pick out the ones they want.
Here we are leaving the garden center. That was by far the biggest garden center I've ever seen.
Yeah, Riverside Nursery, so it's on the sign. Oakland, New Jersey. We made out pretty well here. The shrubs are very, very full.
Yeah.
They're not scarce or thin or anything. We got 10 total trees / shrubs. And we're gonna run them with the Toro Multiforce to their homes, and then we're gonna put them in the ground with the excavator.
Yeah, here's their business card. That place, over 12 acres of land. And they have a lot of stuff, so very, very happy with that place. We'll definitely be back there for sure. back in the driveway right here, and we're gonna take the trailer off because we have a little bit of mulch that we're gonna do once we get these bushes and trees in. Just gonna do a little loop over there and swing up here, back it right in. What are you gonna do?
Pull up and get that spruce tree out.
All right.
I'll put it in the bucket of the thing.
Okay. Is it in the back?
It's right here somewhere.
All right.
Should I? Because I want to keep this out of the road because these people drive like lunatics.
All right.
And we could probably back in right here.
Yeah, that's fine.
And use that gate to run everything.
So all of the bushes are getting planted?
There's one I think going here.
All right.
And the rest are going
around.
So I'm just gonna pull up.
Here's all the trees that we ended up getting. We covered them with just a tarp. We'll show you once we get them down, but we got three green giant arborvitaes. We got western arborvitae, 2 of them. We got some 2 maples, 2 red maples, a Norway spruce, which is this guy right here. What else? We got some dogwood, and I think that's it. Look at that thing.
Okay, throw us down your guys' comments. Burlap, do you guys remove it? Obviously you cut the string and everything, but do you remove it, and do you remove the wire basket? Personally, we ripped out all the trees that we're replacing here. Was actually, you'll see once we get up there, is a Norway spruce. The cage was still on, fully on, and the burlap was cut back on the top, but it just didn't seem like the roots had anywhere to grow out. Me personally, if it's not heavy, super heavy, we can pick it up and get the cage off. I like to get the cage off before we put it in the ground, and the burlap.
Yeah.
We've had luck in the past where you just cut the burlap, but I don't know. I just like to take it off completely. Like these obviously are in pots. The rest of them are in cages, but the cages can come off. In my opinion, I think you should just take them off. I mean, unless you're planting like a ginormous tree that you can't lift it up and get the cage out, the roots will grow through it. But cutting the burlap back is 100% a must, or else the tree will die with no time. This thing will be nice and full once we snip it.
Yeah.
So we were going to run all this with the multi-force. We were hesitant to bring it. We didn't really want to, I don't know, we didn't want to hook it back up, I guess. We were being lazy.
Yeah, well, we also had to cut, so we weren't sure if it was going to be worth it.
We were going to run the wheelbarrows, which honestly, to wheel it over there wouldn't have been the end of the world, but here it is. We get to drop this right into the multi-force, and I mean drop, gently slide into it, because they can get root shock. I think it's called root ball shock or something if you literally drop it.
Yeah.
But we're going to zip this one all the way to the far end. We'll put the farthest one in first before the tracks get all dirty with like dirt and mud, so we don't make a big mess driving up there. But let's get this sucker in the machine.
All right, so out here you can see we got these existing trees. So we ended up actually taking out two. There was two dead ones, one right here and one right here. They were pretty beat up, not much growth left on them. So we're gonna take this tree, we're gonna split the difference, put it probably right in the middle somewhere, and we'll let this one grow in. But this is, once we get this string off here, this will fold and it'll look nice, it'll look full. So the Multi-Force, man, what a breeze driving it up here. This tree is heavy. I mean, it's really heavy. This thing's got it says 250 pounds. That's probably for just dumping it. We've overloaded this thing before. This is definitely more than 250 pounds, but it works really nice. All right, so here's our potential layout of trees in this area. We go in with the regular green giant, and we got the western arborvitae, and then back to a regular western regular. So it's just this nice alternating pattern, so that it looks good. It's a little bit adds a different aspect of color. Their main goal here is to hide these kayaks in the back, because they're not a good eyesight. That's ugly. And that's the community's rack for all the kayaks, so they're living on the lake here, so they don't want to see that, and they don't want to see the fence up here really for the basketball court. They want to block it off, and these choice of trees a few years down the line are going to grow really big.
Yeah, they grow 2 to 3 feet per year height wise. Once they're established, it usually takes first 6 months or so to establish, which will be, I don't know, the winter time. So starting next year, they're really going to start taking off. I mean, they're not really going to interfere with this. Maybe this branch will have to get clipped at some point, but this is, gets nice sun in here, and they'll still close together. So it'll be one big hedgerow, alternating colors, because that's like a yellowish and those are green, and it'll block this whole thing out. Say 5 years from now they'll be together. 10 years from now they'll be higher than the fence up there. Yeah. And then so on and so. I mean, it'll just go. You won't. One year, probably 15 years, you won't even be able to see that tree. Yeah. In terms of from the deck or whatever. We're gonna just start digging the holes and we're gonna pop them in the ground, and we'll show you guys kind of what we end up with. We're gonna mulch over the end result. We're gonna do a little bit of mulch. We're gonna take some of the rocks and do a little bit of a decorative border. It's basically just taking the excavator and popping some holes. So we'll show you guys at the end how good it came out. All right, so you guys ready? Want to see it? Let's see how we did. What do you guys think? Got the trees all in. We decided to put a maple there. We went over, we decided to put a maple there. Space it out a little bit. These are going to grow in nice, so we don't want them to grow too close together. They're going to kind of form one big thing. At least these will definitely form one big, almost a wall if you want to call it that, and then the maples will get big. Tried to keep the maples a little bit away, just that they don't interfere with each other. And this is just gonna hide the workout set right there. It'll serve a good purpose right there, keep it pruned and not hitting the shed and whatnot. Got the decorated rocks all throughout the front just to add that little extra touch. And then on top of that, we just had some leftover mulch. Since this is a family client, we went ahead and just did the mulch pretty much for free. So we did just to freshen it up, make it not look like dirt or whatnot, so it looks good. And the following seasons they can continue to mulch it, regardless if they want to go another color or whatnot. But I think it came out great. It really is going to end up hiding that ugly mess behind it in a short time, and it's going to hide the basketball court, so I don't have to see the fence up there. Give them a little bit of privacy. That garden center is really good. It's huge. They have so many options and choices, and just came out great. This is going to be awesome for Jenna's parents. They're going to love it, and that's just another job well done. So we'll catch you guys in our next video. Definitely hit that subscribe button down below if you're new and you want to see more, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.